Hey guys, it's Jess, and it's still May 1st from my last video. I just finally got done with the first spool, the first multicolored spool, and this is exciting because I'm making progress on my blanket, but this was only one spool, and I already did three rows. I did one chain link and 2 rows. So now I'm going to be adding this color of spool, multicolored, and this is really pretty. I really like this one. There's just too many colors to pick from, and I guess I'm going to be doing like all different multicolored spools. And the brand that I am using is Sweet Roll, and some of them have sprinkles on it. Like there's sprinkled Sweet Roll spools where they kind of look like tie-dye, but like they're sprinkled. So like, for an instance, this blue turquoise blue one would have like this greenish splashes on it. Like it'll have like a little bit of that color here, a little bit of color here, a little bit of color here, like it looks like sprinkles on the actual yarn. And I thought that was so pretty cool. I thought that would be so pretty. But my mother-in-law won't let me use those because she said she can't find them anywhere else that she knows of, and doesn't know if 2024 sells them anymore. And she only has one spool of those 2 different ones. So, but those are really pretty. I really like those ones. But this is the one I'm using. It's like a greenish turquoise one, like a dark navy blue, and like a normal blue. So it's like ocean vibes. It's pretty. The first one I used was Sweet Roll. It's like a dark purple, light pink, and dark purple, dark pink, light purple, or light pink. I don't know why I'm getting my colors mixed up, but again, it's Sweet Roll one. So I am learning how to tie my knot and to knit this in. This is how we've been doing the knot. You are taking the purple and you're wrapping it around the blue, and you're trying to put it in through like the little bubble, the little hole, and then you just pull it through to make a knot almost, and then you wrap it around again and you gotta put it through the hole. I know it's confusing. I hope this visual helps. I still can't learn it. My fiance's been helping me. This is who's doing it for me. He does it way better, and I feel more safer doing it this way. And then you just pull it to make it tighter, and then we're tying another knot on the other end. Now there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but again, this is my way because I feel safer. Like I feel like this is the best way to keep the knots together. And you just wrap the blue around, the same thing, wrap the blue around the purple, and then you just like make a hole, and then you pull it through. And then if that don't tie your knot, you make another one and you wrap it around again and you pull it through, and then you just pull the 2 sides together to make one little knot. To me, I feel like this helps the yarn to stay together and not fall apart, not come undone, and it just makes it stay permanently. Unlike how everybody else is doing it. Like I don't like the way everyone else is doing it. I feel like this is a much better way, like a long lasting permanent way that the yarn stays together, I'm hoping. Because again, I'm making a blanket, and me and my fiancé will be using this blanket to snuggle in and be all wrapped around. So for this next part, you just use scissors and you cut off pretty close to the like little ends, but you leave a little end. And if you're not 18 or older, please get an adult to help you do this. Please be safe when you mess with us. We're just using a little lighter to singe the ends so it like stays together, and it's like a plaster coating on the ends, so that way they obviously stay together, they don't come undone. And when he does a few tests at the end to pull it apart to see if it, stays together. And please be safe and please be careful in doing this part. If you are under 18, please find an adult to help you with this. Please be safe. Please be careful. And then obviously using the scissors in because it's a little hot and you don't want to burn your fingers. And then see that we do the test and it pulls and it stays. It's not falling apart. But still, again, when you yarn it in, please be careful. So here I am trying to show you how I do this. I wrap around and then I hold and then I go through the little loop and then I wrap around again and then I pull the one color over, I wrap again and I go 1, 2, 3. And if you get to your cinch part that where you added your next color in, I would recommend either doing it before or after the actual where you added and tied it in and stuff, because then it'll like break and like could fall apart from your hook touching it. So again, wrap around, go through the loop, wrap around again and go one over, wrap around again. And I'm trying my best to show you guys. And there's the cinch part. So I was trying to be careful to not hook it and go 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, you keep repeating that process. I was trying to show you the best I could. Wrap around, pull over, wrap around again. You go 1, 2, 3. But be careful if you are so close like I was with the cinch part, the tied part. And here I am showing you what it looked like because I'm right at it. So like I said, I'm not using my hook on it. My fiance told me not to put it on my hook, but I did. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't want to be too loose. So with this, I just been very, very, very careful so it doesn't come apart or you don't snap it apart. But I was just trying to show you how I did it. Go through the loop, wrap around. See that blue, the blue one?
This sounds like someone
you just pull that over, wrap around, and then you pull over with 1, 2, and 3. And just continue to keep doing that process. And that's what I've been doing this entire time as I am crocheting my blanket. This is all I've been doing this entire time, so it's a long process. And I'm doing it with one hand because it kept throwing me off, and my hook kept getting in other holes and other colors, and I couldn't pull through my little loops that I needed. So that's why I was doing it one hand instead of actually pulling my hook through the loops, because it kept throwing me off and it kept messing up, and then it wasn't doing it right. So I do it one by one, and it's just so much easier that way. So that's what I have so far. Like, again, this is not I don't know how to teach you guys. I have to focus on this, and I can't do multiple things at once, but I am going to be linking down all of the videos that helped me to get started. And then maybe down the road, maybe then if I feel confident enough, then I will teach you guys how to and how I do it. But for now, that's too much, and I'm just a very beginner, and I started this April 24th, and it's May 1st now, and I've already made my made it this far. And yes, this is the width of my blanket. This is the width of my blanket. Because I saw a TikTok, I believe a TikTok or YouTube reel. I believe it was like a TikTok video. If I can find it, I want to see if I can add it in an overlay on my video and see if I can add that, because it was two girls, and then the video at the end after she got it all done, and I believe it was a weather blanket, like a weather temperature blanket, I believe, and hers was very, very multiple colors because it was depending on how that weather was that day. So that's the color she used for the temperature, and I thought that was so pretty. But again, at the end of the video, the other girl, they laid out the blanket, and then on each side of the blanket they rolled in like sushi roll together. They rolled in and met in the middle, and it was a huge freaking blanket. That's what inspired me, and that's why I was like, I want to make that big of a blanket for me and my fiance to wrap in, and wrap in and like that, how they did it in the video. Those girls did it, and they rolled up in it. So like, I'm like, this is the width of my blanket, the width, like this way, and I'll be working down from this and it's going to be like a 7 foot, 6'4", 7 foot length blanket. Because me and my fiance are pretty tall. We're like 6 foot. So we need a little extra length above the head and the feet. And I wanted extra length on the sides so that way we could both wrap up in it together and be swallowed up by this humongous blanket. And I'm so excited to bring you guys along with my journey, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait until this is finished and we can actually use it. And then when that time comes, I will do a video on how I take care of this blanket, because I don't know. My safest bet is hand washing and then hang drying. But with hang drying, if you do that right after you wash it, the water will make it stretch out and the blanket would be all stretched out. So what me and my mother-in-law talked about was we could, after you wash it in cold water, put it in the dryer and get it to at least start to dry. At least start to dry, and then take it out and then hang dry it so it gets all that excess water out and it's not dripping and having all that weight on the blanket, where it stretches it out and pulls it and stretches it out where it's not useful anymore, like you can't use it anymore. So that's what we talked about. Maybe that might be the safest bet. So when that time comes, when I get finished and the time where I have to wash it after we've used it for a little bit, then I will make a video on that. But yeah, come along with my journey on this blanket making for the first time that I've ever put my hands on yarn and a needle or a hook and actually learned how to pick up something and to learn something with my new hobby, I guess you could say. But this is really enjoying, fun, relaxing, and it's like, ooh, let's see how far I can get. It's like, ooh, how far you want to get to like finishing it. Like, how much can I get done in a day? Like, I was so excited because I made so much progress today, because when I first started, it was so freaking slow. I only got made like that much from the first time I started, because I was trying to learn on one specific thing on how to wrap the yarn around the hook and actually get it on the hook and make your loops. I didn't even know how to get my yarn on the hook to hold it to make the 2 hoops and then the 3 hoops and then wrap it around and all that. I didn't know how to do that. And that's like the very first step that you have to learn and know. So I was so slow at the beginning. Now I did this all today, and like the whole the entire third row, second row, the entire second row, because chain link and then 2 rows. So I did this all today. And it's very humbling. That's what I wanted to say earlier. It's very humbling. It's very patient, teaching me patience. And it's annoying when everything gets tangled up, but I'm learning and I'm so excited to start this. And once I figure out how to tie my knot and weave it in and like crochet it in, I will have a video of me next of where I'm at, my progress, and how far I've gotten and stuff like that, to keep updated on how it's going. So yeah, wanted to show you guys real quick what it looks like close up. I was trying to find my starting point. This is my starting point. And see how this is like sticking out like a braid? That's what I'm start my next row on, and that's where I know where to start and where to crochet next, is to start my next rows on these little braid things that look like a braid that sticks out. But this is the end, the starting point. This is what it looks like if it wants to freaking focus. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. Because this is the bottom. This is the bottom. This is the top. Who wants to focus? Wanted to show you guys with the pink. That's not done yet. pink looking like. This is the bottom. This is the top. I want to focus. But yeah, that's what I'm working with. This is what I have so far. It's a bunch of weird colors. I'm just going with different spools, multicolored ones. But this is how thick it's gotten. This is what, my third row. Ow, my third row. You're not supposed to be looking at it, baby. But that's what I have so far. And then this one is this. I haven't even got to this color yet, but the spool I'm using is these colors. Like a dark blue, a greenish teal color, and like a light blue. It's like a mixed light purple, dark pink, and light pink is the first colors that I used. And then these. As you can see, I haven't got this far. I've only gotten this far. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. These colors remind me of a watermelon, almost. It's so pretty. That's what it's looking like. There we go. I was trying to find the one with the pink and the blue, the light blue, because this one doesn't have it yet. This one does. kind of looks like a carpet. One of those 70, 60 carpets where they have like this design, but it's like the circle ones, the circle rugs. That's what it reminds me of with how colorful it is. With how colorful it is. That's what it reminds me of. It's like a greenish teal, it's like a light blue, a darkish blue, aqua color, and a pink, dark pink and light pink. So here's my blanket. So far of the progress. I added, well, Ian added Ian added my new spool. This is the one I'm using. I'm adding in, and this is what I've got so far. Again, oop, didn't mean to take that out, but again, this is the width of the blanket. The width. And this is the length so far that I've gotten since April 24th. And it's what, May 21st? So.
What happened there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Got some blues here. And you got some teal here, greenish teal. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying these types of videos. If you are, please comment down below. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. And gotta keep that head up high and that smile big and bright. And I love you guys just the way you are. Well, I was gonna say, I love you guys just the way you are, and I want you to be here, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.